How is everyone? See the cat back there. You see her little eyes glowing? I think we're friends now. It's crazy. What can I say? What can I say? Something is messed up here. My stream manager is wrong. I can't see all of it. I don't really know what that is. What's up? Yeah, no, still messed up. Gotta turn on subtitles. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but it's still a little messed up. Oh, I think I turned that off. Oh, did I already get a notification about going live? Probably not. Probably not. Hey, Sprout! Yes, Yoko is very, very back. Oh, goodness. Oh. Oh, wait. I can't see the... It's not popping up anymore. That should be the rest of the thing, though, right? Where's the community? I don't know how to see that. Oh, goodness. Hello, Lemon. I just launched Twitch here. It's fine. It's fine. Where? I don't know what that would be under. Oh, so we haven't hit it. We haven't. Wait. If I watch the stream on my computer, I should be able to see it from there, right? Wait. If that's the case, I can do it on here. Nope, on here? Ah, there's the banner. 95% complete. 4,806 raised. Nice. Oh, just kidding. It's complete. 103% complete. Nice. Well, huh. Well, that's great. That is fantastic. Hahaha. 103%? Oh my goodness. Alright, so what are we playing then? Not right now. We're not playing it right now. Of course I knew that, but... What? Oh no. What recommendations do we have? Oh yeah, I got a new bow, by the way. That's probably new. I think, y'all probably hadn't have seen them. Next, so, okay. Alright. That works. That works. What? I mean, Minecraft is a scary game to me. But I assume you don't want to see me play Minecraft. Phasmo was suggested. Screw it, it's not gonna work. I got Five Nights at Freddy's. I got Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I'm not talking as loud today, I'm very sorry. It was a long day. I woke up and the world was spinning very much, so I laid in bed for a long time. Oh goodness gracious. The polls have been voted on a little bit more. Do I remember how to make a poll? It's the first FNAF, and I've already done the first 5 days of it. But, now I get anxiety whenever I open it. So that's neat. But I said I'd play a scary game. Monsters does want me to play Doki Doki. The thing is that I have already played Doki Doki, so it's not as scary to me. But I'm always down to play it again. Always. Let me remember how to make a poll here. how you spell challenge. Oh, goodness gracious. Guys, I cannot type at all. Oh my god. Yes, I'm excited for that one. Also, I don't think I have my water. Like, I have the water I started yesterday, but I guess I already finished my other water. I swear I brought another one back, but I can't find it. God, I'll type out the whole titles. Y'all have any other suggestions? Is it phasmophobia or phasmophobia? Phasmophobia? We'll do one more. I didn't put enough ellipses. Aha. Okay, let me find out how to actually spell this game. Otherwise, that's embarrassing. I'm not even sure if I'm making the poll right. Phasmo. I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. I'm a failure. Work. Work. No, didn't work. Don't mind me, guys. Pretend like y'all didn't see that. Delete. Delete. Y'all didn't see that. Delete. Delete. Oh, shoot. I'm confused about what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I got... Oh, God. I did it right. Well, it worked that time. Trying again. It worked on mine. I don't know why it's not working here. I literally, like, it works in the mod chat. I don't understand. You know what? I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. We have other stuff to be doing. You'll just think on it. It's fine. Cause apparently I'm not smart enough for that. Right now. I don't really know what I did wrong. Is the game gonna pop up? The game is popping up. Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, obviously there's gonna be absolutely no sus on Maki whatsoever. You can't make me sus of her. It's just not possible. My god. Man, what a hot statue. Oh my goodness. It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery. Well, I mean kind of,
Don't
but
worry.
less people to be sus of. Oh, you wiped the blood off your head. Nice. Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've got a little smarter by now, Gonta. Gotten a little... Oops. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. I mean, she's not... Oh, yes. Yes, Tinko did. Tinko bit the dust. it's a little rough.
I'm not sure.
I'm not talking to you! Anyways. Oh god, that was probably super loud. Echo. Volume down by 3. Hope that worked. At least now she won't scream at us. Yeah, Tinko is deceased. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
booyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift for the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
Yeah, we don't stand toxic masculinity. She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God. Especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean, huh? You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do when I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is going to be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Oh, right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Nothing, buddy. You don't have to say anything. We don't have to participate in Kaito's ramblings. There are a lot less of us. I'm not pressed. Oh, he has human hands. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Yeah, pretty empty. Perhaps because there are fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell, faster and faster downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it our doom?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. I thought... A sexy Monokuma check. Man, if only Derpy were around. I mean... The hands is the problem. Like, buff Monokuma, whatever. The hands? Why did he need... He has massive hands. I mean, that's unnecessary. It's a statue. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Mona damn sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. I know. It would be. The 3rd class trial was about to begin. Angie Onaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try and prevent the killing game. Then Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? God, Kaede being dead in the middle is just, ugh. We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. Yeah, Monokuma's back. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. That's just so much different than in the past. Fighting with truth and lies? Why? Why do we got to lie? Let's see what skills we can have. I have 17. Oh. Yeah, alright, we'll take that. There's no harm in that. I don't really care about focus. Is there one of these that helps with like the speed? Like the tappy tap. Reveals viewpoints, silences all conversations, instantly silences loud voices. Keywords shown from the start, just a peek. The entire screen will. Yeah, that sounds nice. Oh, you have to set them. Aha. This is the amount of letter cubes. Okay, right. Easy to push your opponent back during blade lock, whatever. Safety first. High tension. I don't know what that is. Okay. Wait. There we go. Okay. I got this. Let's go over what we've got. Oh my god. Oh, no! Right, that's not how this one works. The victim is ultimate artist Angie Onaga. The victim's body was discovered in the ultimate artist's research lab. The time of death is approximately 2 AM. The victim was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso. To the neck. She was killed by a fatal wound to the back of her neck. It could... to the back of the neck. Additionally, she has lacerations on her forehead. The second victim is the ultimate Aikido master Tenko Chabashira. The victim's body was discovered in the vacant room on the 4th floor. The estimated time of death is 11 AM. The victim was stabbed in the back of her neck, resulting in death. No other injuries were detected. They were both stabbed in the back. I'm so confused. I definitely remember them both being stabbed in the back of the neck. That would be neat. Being from the mastermind's point of view, that'd be really neat. Forehead injury. Considering the laceration, the injury on the victim's forehead was not bleeding as much as it should. Bloody duct tape. Bloody piece of duct tape stuck to her hair. The blood in it had already dried. The blood that was flowing from the back of Angie's neck created a pool. Necronomicon. The book Monokuma prepared as a motive. Angie attempted to carry out the book's resurrection ritual. The Necronomicon resurrection ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes onto the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. Effigies hung upside down. The 4 wax effigies that were created for the resurrection ritual. They are exact replicas of the late Rentaro, Kaide, Ryoma, and Kirumi. They were hung upside down from the ceiling beams in the ultimate artist lab. Gold leaf katana stabbed into the hung Kaide effigy. Because the katana is so old, the handle's gold leaf rubs off easily. There's blood on the tip. It was taken from the ultimate anthropologist lab, so only the sheath was left in the display case. Anyone could have entered the lab. Mugi's account. Angie had locked herself in the ultimate artist lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. The student council members were Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Art Lab's back door. The door has a sliding lock. When Angie's body was found, the sliding lock was locked from the inside. The handle of the sliding lock moves at the slightest touch. Something gold and shiny was on the handle. Art Lab's front door. You want some guesses? You want me to toss in some guesses? It might be a stretch, but Tsumugi. Tsumugi because student council member, right? So she could have gotten into the lab, and she was quick to put the blame on Tenko, and she could have been listening. She could have been like, oh, well, Himiko, but she probably didn't think that the one that was connecting with the spirit was going to be Tenko, and she, like, you know, stopped them from talking to Angie by, like, doing that, and then she killed Angie, who's her, like, her prime sus. So her, and then I'm always sus of Kaito just because everything he does is a little sus, but I get the feeling he's kind of like Chihiro, and I get the feeling he's not ever going to leave us. So there's that. I mean, he's always just so suspicious. As with Kokichi, he's just sus in general, but also he's really helpful in, like, finding out evidence. So I don't know. The front door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from the lab, but before Angie's body was found, the door was locked, but Kokichi opened it by picking the lock. Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of the Ultimate Artist Lab with his lockpicking skills. The Caged Child. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the Spirit Medium, and a dark place with no light. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dark Village on the ground. Then the Spirit Medium must place their forehead on a stone and curl up like a turtle. They must do this at the center of the circle. After the other 4 preparations, they may... What? After the other 4 must make the following preparations. Place the iron cage over the spirit medium, and then cover the cage with a white cloth. Finally, place the dog god on top of the cage. Take care not to step on the magic circle during the preparations. Finally, turn off all the lights to make it completely dark, and your preparations, I misspelled preparations, will be complete. The seance will commence once all 4 participants stand at the corner of the room. The participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. After the song, ask, "Is the Caged Child?" and say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will respond with the voice of the spirit you have summoned. And that's the song. Yeah, no, Kaito stay sus. Also, I don't know if we go into it, but, Kyo was all like, why didn't it work? Why didn't my ceremony work? And I was like, because she's dead. But then it went on to be like, what if somebody wasn't standing in the right spot? What if they moved? And I don't think anyone moved. I think it's possible that there was a light coming in from under. Because, like, we talked about the floorboards being packed in so tight that you wouldn't be able to see it, and also that the white sheet was like an opaque curtain. It's like a blackout curtain. Ideally, there wouldn't have been any light coming through. So it's possible that there was light in the ceremony as we go into Kibo's flashlight function, a function that Miyu had added to Kibo. He can emit a blinding light from his eyes. Marker stone, the stone that was by Tenko's body. During the seance, Tenko had been crouched over in the iron cage with her forehead on this stone. Loose floorboards. The floorboard right now... What? The loose floorboard right below Tenko. It was not loose before the seance. There's dried blood on the bottom part of the floorboard. Tenko's last moments. Tenko died in a crouched position. The injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. Iron cage. The iron cage that Tenko was in during the seance. Oh, also Kibo. Low-key sus of Kibo. Because he could see in the dark, and also he was chilling out in the Ultimate Assassin's lab, and Tenko was killed with the assassin's thing, and also he's kind of mad at us for...
Yeah? What is it? Really?
He's kind of mad at us. The iron cage that Tenko was in during the seance, it was around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. Shuichi and Kokichi placed it over Tenko, and Himiko removed it. Tenko's blood was on the bottom of the cage, hole in the corner. A hole that was in the corner of the room that the seance was held in. There's a space under the floor so you can see what was dropped down there. White sheet. The sheet that was over the iron cage during the seance. It's very thick and cannot be seen through. There's blood on the back around the middle of the sheet, but there's no hole in the fabric. Kyo was the one who placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off the cage. The dog statue. The wooden statue that was put on top of the iron cage during the seance. It weighs about 175 pounds. Shuichi, Kokichi, Kyo, and Himiko worked together to put it up and remove it from the cage. Yeah, I didn't really think it was Tenko, because Tsumugi was all like, well, Tenko could have come back, and, you know, since she was, like, lying about believing in Atua, but Angie was straight up like, you're not part of us anymore, and Tenko was with us when that happened. So, Angie wouldn't have let Tenko back in. To the lab. Magic circle Kurikyo drew. A magic circle that was drawn in the salt. It was drawn on the floor of the room where the seance was held. After Tenko's body was found, the magic circle was trampled on. That made it impossible to check the original shape. Sound during seance. During the seance there was a loud sound while it was completely dark. Sickle under the floor. The sickle that was under the floor of the room the seance was held in. The weapon came from the Ultimate Assassin's lab. The blade was about 6 inches and the blood was still wet. Dried blood under the floor. A small amount of blood that was on the ground under the floor that... Jesus Christ. A small amount of blood that was on the ground under the floor of the room the seance was held in. It was quite far from where Tenko's blood was dripping. Crosspiece under the floor. One of the crosspieces that support the loose floorboard in the room the seance was held in. Only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. It wasn't broken naturally. It looked like someone had purposely cut it. Bloody Kokichi. Hey, Kokichi. I'm just kidding. We don't have to be mean about Kokichi. While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room where the seance was held, he had stepped through one of the floorboards. The room also had part of a crosspiece cut off. The portion that supported the floorboard. Was that it? That is it. Goodness gracious. I feel like there's a lot of evidence here. Last trial in session. Kinda hard to read.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy.
In case you
Also,
forgot,
refusing
only
to
the
vote
first
will
one,
result in
only the
your
first
death.
murderer gets
You
away.
better vote for someone.
Wait.
Now,
Whoever killed Tenko,
smiles,
and
everyone.
unless it was the same person who
It's
killed Angie,
showtime.
doesn't matter.
Let's get this
I'm
crazy
sure it was the
awesome
same person
trial
because it's the same murder
underway.
method, but I also feel like they were trying to imitate.
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
They're trying to make it look like
Because
it
of
was Maki.
Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Hair's a little rough, though.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Yeah,
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
I was kind of sus of Himiko at first,
Our
too.
other culprit might not be one of us here.
She's still gonna try and put it off on Tenko.
What do you mean?
She's still
The
gonna.
transfer student.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It wasn't the
Maybe
transfer
a
student.
resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Nope. You are wrong.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
The ritual wasn't
Say
completed.
something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Can you return? Shoot. Necronomicon.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life.
X and space. Oh no, I forgot the buttons in this one are backwards.
So, ritual did work? That's wrong!
Ritual wasn't completed, actually. God, I'm glad we're knocking this out first.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
But it was still around. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the
Well,
book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Great.
I guess you're right.
Great. Glad we got that out of the way.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second! I can't let that comment stand!
What do you mean?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
We literally just said that the Necronomicon wasn't used.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true! I
I
never
never lie about
motives.
motives. That's true. He doesn't
Daddy
lie.
said so, so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
And look, Monokuma doesn't lie.
I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodam back to life.
Wait,
Monodam is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodam's corpse.
well, I wonder who's gonna be dying this time.
Resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
But it didn't happen.
There's no way it's possible.
Oh my god. Are we going to
There's
clarify
no way
whether or
that
not
could
it's
happen,
possible?
idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Oh?
Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
She does? Oh. I should have played these on the same day because I don't remember.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
Jesus Christ.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
That's not true.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
It's
Went to the
worm.
classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Okay, well, is Kurikyo really the culprit? Does that story fit the facts of the case?
The culprit used a katana
No, but I don't
to
know.
kill Angie,
I don't know which one it is.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious!
The button's
But anyone could have taken that katana, you
The button doesn't always work.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in,
I missed it?
and murdered the fuck out of Angie!
I should have lined up. I should have lined up.
The culprit...
Should have lined up.
Shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom.
I was wrong.
Okay, alright.
Culprit
Great,
used a
got a
katana
different,
to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
I have a lot of hearts. That's nice.
You went to the classroom.
Can't have broken in.
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab.
No,
Isn't
Kyo
that
would
right,
not have
Tsumugi?
been able to enter Angie's lab.
Yeah. Before Angie left her.
I'm so glad I figured out how to speed it up, though. I mean, oh my goodness, it was so slow.
She said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Well, see, that kind of contradicts what Mew was saying,
Kyo
though.
couldn't have
Mew
killed Angie even if he wanted to.
was, she said broke
I had no
in.
desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
Hmm.
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
Oh my god.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't
Angie
be
got an
Himiko.
angel
She was
thing?
besties with Angie.
It could have
Trust
been.
their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That
She was
trims our list
very
of suspects down to
quiet
3.
about Angie.
Gonta,
She
Tsumugi,
did run up to Tenko.
Kibo.
Oh, we're just gonna rule her out like that.
The culprit
Okay,
is one of
great,
those 3
fantastic.
You mean one of those 2 people? Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
I think it might be
I
wrong
will
to
let that
exclude
remark
him.
slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Perhaps the culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well,
It wasn't Gonta. It wasn't
No,
Gonta.
not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of
You
us.
shouldn't suspect either of them
Hey,
because Gonta's a
stick up for
gentleman.
me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Gonta might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
Tsumugi at least
I'm
knows
not the
something.
culprit either. Jeez.
Oh my god, are we already gonna have a mass panic thing?
not the culprit.
Jesus Christ, we are. Okay, got it.
We must consider other
gentlemen.
possibilities.
We're gonna
Surely there
listen.
must be suspects
Gentlemen,
outside the
not
student
betray
council.
student council.
A dead chick can't be the culprit.
Why?
Only student council members had access. I didn't know robots killed such boring lives.
But it's definitely not me!
Is that a robophobic remark?
Okay, alright.
We
Sure.
must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door. Only student councilmen.
I heard it!
Nice, nice. Love that. Love that for me.
No,
And that's why
it
they
wasn't
left it
just student council
through.
members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could.
You could have.
Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. There. Great. Fantastic.
Oh.
Oh, that happened?
Pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
Right.
What?
So it wasn't him. Great. Glad we got that out of the way.
Is this some kind of joke?
Another one that I feel like isn't actually ever going to
No
kill
joke.
anyone.
I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
But you're lying.
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
What?
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking
This
it?
is what I was asking.
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain
I'm
yourself.
literally standing next to you.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
He does just want to see the... Oh, God. The back door.
That's it!
Yeah.
The back door.
Yeah,
That's
you're
how
right.
they made this a locked
Kokichi
room
is
mystery.
really something.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside? The culprit used a certain tool.
The tool that the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from the outside was... God, Jesus Christ. I don't remember how to do this. Oh, God. It's not that. Okay, alright, I can go with this. Oh, God. I pressed the wrong button.
I see it!
Oh, glad that was it, because I didn't even look at the other one. Hey! Oh my god, Derpy, we were just talking about you. That really is a hot minute ago.
Katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
Yeah. I feel that. Like a little bit like Nagito, but not quite.
To lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's
It
not
is.
dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the
Sayaka's.
sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
That's it. Man, I don't know.
What might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the
Shuichi
effigies.
knows a lot more than I do this time
If it was
around.
not part of the ritual,
Alright.
then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose. What could that have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. Oh my god, did he use them like dominoes? If I do that, the... Okay, oh, right. I don't remember how to do this. Like that, alright. Oh! Huh. Look at that. The mouse also moves it. Oh, there's a car. Oh god. There's a wall. There's a wall. Oh, goodness gracious. A lot more cars this time around. Wow, guys, I'm so good at this. Oh god, what something the handle of the sliding lock? What turned the handle of the sliding... Can I have slowing down time? Jesus Christ. The effigy's hand, the katana... Oh, it's katana's hilt. The sliding lock. Katana's hilt. Good. I thought sliding meant something different in my mind for some reason. I don't know. It's like Mario Kart, but much worse. What, when, where, why? What was done to the katana? What was done to make the katana turn the lock? It was stabbed into Kaede's body. Oh, am I supposed to be steering still? Yeah, I didn't think so. Bam! Love hitting ladies with my convertible. That's great. Oh, it's actually Shuichi driving it. This guy's hair and everything. This is a very long question. effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock. Like I said, it's just like the blocks and Newton's balls or whatever. What are those things called? Swinging it back and forth? Oh, Jesus Christ. Spinning it was my second choice. Actually, it was my first choice until I saw swinging it back and forth. But, you know, that's pretty aggressive. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry. What? Monica me doing what? Wait. Jesus Christ. Gone for a hot minute. Just trying to drive. Yeah, he was looking very sexy at the fountain today. Oh god. There's a lot to process here. It's gonna be Monotaro. It's gotta be Monotaro. I'm Hajime doing what? Jesus Christ.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Why do you have that? Where did you get that?
Effigy spun?
Yes, spin means go in circle.
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
So somebody's smart.
The culprit simply needed to spin the
Dark web?
effigy's rope and then swiftly leave.
Oh
This would
god.
cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock, and thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
So it's somebody smart again.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
Right.
More from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. Little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it
Man,
worked.
Shuichi, how's it feel to know they just
Which
had
is
your
why the
girlfriend's
culprit chose
effigy
to strike
spinning
at
in
nighttime as to avoid
circles?
detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Not that anyone followed that.
Saying it's the student council's fault.
I didn't say that.
But it was likely a student council
In any
member
case,
that did
The
it.
culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
Right. Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed.
Which is mildly concerning.
I don't want to completely ignore that possibility.
Oh, hydrate.
But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
Look, I redeemed a stretch on y'all's behalf.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Body discovery announcement for Kaide's effigy?
Man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying,
I'm happy.
but I'm not.
The better.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
Kokichi
If I claim to be the
pancake?
culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh! Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
You heard her.
Okay, I'll start right
Oh,
now.
just kidding. Goodness gracious.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Akibo's still
You.
mighty sus.
I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
What?
What should we talk about now?
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry.
Right.
Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
Love the correction.
That contradicts what you
Delayed
said
correction.
earlier,
I mean, heck.
which I can prove using my recording function.
Huh?
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? Never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
I mean, I'm not entirely
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
against his methods for going through the
Silence,
debate.
outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Oh, you even made a name for yourself.
Suspect
Wow, cute.
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down!
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
Himiko, you've
The
been
two
sus
victims
the
could have
last.
been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our
It's
time?
not meaningless!
Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
She has emotions!
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
Guys, you're leaving me out! Goodness gracious, I have
Stop it with your crappy
several
lies.
notifications.
Lies?
Jesus Christ.
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise.
I
you
swear.
said that. I know I ignored Tenko before.
Worship the car.
That's That's why
But look at her.
I'm so upset now.
She take bath.
I should have faced Tinko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive.
Ginger, you taking a bath?
It's too late.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. No. Keep on.
Or thank her.
I'm...
It's too
Wait, Come Dumpster was in that
seriously.
channel?
It's way too late to realize that now.
Oh my god.
Our only option is to face her death head on.
What?
face her death?
Kachinga! Wait, was that him?
Himiko,
That was
I
him.
understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tango's death meaningless. The name of the curse is... Death Curse!
That might be murder.
I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run! I won't forgive something so messed up!
Tenko was our friend.
He has been
Goto
awful
wanna know
quiet.
why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her. In order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
What?
Not just to survive this trial,
What?
but so we can keep going and live on!
Kaito.
Finally, you noticed.
Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
It's gracious.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will
Tenko's.
provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. That was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the
Oh,
list of
shoot, I should
suspects.
have.
Crouch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Goodness gracious. Lemon, you're missing out. The people who attended the seance. It's in a timer. Wait. This is right. That's right. The first one is right. Thank God, so they can't read that fast.
It was me, Kyo, Himiko,
Blurred?
and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Guys, my internet isn't keeping up
Himiko's
on my
still
phone.
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four
God.
is really... Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
Guys, my pictures
True,
isn't working
I may
anymore.
have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once.
Oh, right.
I wonder if
Also,
Kibo has like a
We should
razor
not
function
limit
on
our
his
suspects
hand.
to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Yes, I do see. A point of entry from the outside. He must be referring to... Dun, dun, dun. Well, I mean, there's that, but I think he's talking about that. Other button. It's the other button.
There!
Aha, I'm smart.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Huh? Under the floor? Yeah, man. Under the floor.
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
He calls it a room, not a
The
room.
culprit
He says
used
room.
the hole. They could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Alright. You can see it clearly? I can see clearly now. The ring is gone.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance
Snuck in.
by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Oh, well, I guess the answer
Now,
probably
hold on a
isn't
second.
Kibo's flashlight function.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said, hold on a second!
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
Well, they got me there. It's true that it was a little light. You can move around under the floor. But is that possible?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second!
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I don't even know what that was.
I said, hold on a second!
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold
Right,
on
I
a
forgot to pay
second.
attention a little bit. Not even gonna true. Good. Wait, go in?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second!
Kibo could have used that under the floor.
I didn't think so.
I was wrong!
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light?
Oh.
You mean candle?
You have no faith in me? You don't think I can do it?
Huh? Now hold on a second!
Kibo could have used that to get under the floor.
Okay, yeah. I
The
think so,
culprit
kind of.
sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it
Oh,
wasn't dark.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize that flying
You see,
breaks it
our
down.
villain had a light.
Light?
I
don't know what
mean,
I'm doing.
Kibo's flashlight function.
Kind of screwing around.
Huh? Now hold on a second!
Function to get under the floor.
I'll reveal the truth.
I don't know if I can just use that wherever.
Mew, you gave Kibo his flashlight function,
Did
correct?
that actually work? Can I just
Did
do
you
that?
not notice?
I didn't notice what.
I didn't. It's hard to believe that Kibo is the culprit in this case. It's even harder to believe that this trial isn't being manipulated by someone. So even if I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added.
Well, I did a really good job just
Even Kibo
there.
can't see when it's turned on.
Oh, he can't? Wow, that's whack.
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot.
A whole lot.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Nice, nice, alright.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Come on, Kibo, please, play along. Kibo.
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Oh, we get it already! Just turn it off! We're gonna go blind!
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide.
I was gonna say, it
fuck
sounds
me.
a lot like that TikTok, and...
That's
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
Damn, that is seriously bright!
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
The hole. That's what I was saying!
Culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Oh, they couldn't have?
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone...
Oh god, if someone shined a light, we would have seen
When
it.
we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
Unless you have a built-in see in the dark function.
I see.
Ah,
That was a flaw in my theory.
my pictures channel is finally
Jeez,
working.
Here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
Great.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am
Goodness
capable
gracious.
of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
Your vision is somewhat poor?
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Okay, buddy.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you
Finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
I mean,
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
it'd be awful familiar,
That'd
wouldn't
let
it?
the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Glowing paint. Wow, what a novel idea.
Sounds really familiar too.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Night vision goggles?
So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this,
That's
how about we
nice.
concentrate on another issue?
Love references.
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
During the seance.
When?
Well, while we were
So not
chanting.
during seance?
While we were chanting during the
Tango was
seance.
in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she?
What the heck
How
is
could
going
someone
on?
have gotten to her there?
My phone just keeps vibrating and I don't
Maybe
understand
the culprit
why.
killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
This is the point of no return, Tinko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
She was unmistakably dead.
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already
I
dead.
mean, it could have been Himiko. It
So she was killed when the room was dark?
works best as
But she was
Himiko,
inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
which means that this would just be a murder of
Wasn't
chance.
killed when the room was dark. It was
Because
a
Himiko
different
entered
time.
first.
A different time?
Or Himiko is trying to get
I
murdered.
know. You figure it out, shitheads.
Could have been that Himiko is trying to get murdered, and there's something up with
Since
the
Gonta
rock,
said
and
it
she
was
had plotted it.
impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think!
Huh? What? I forgot to listen to you.
Want to make my golden brain tingle? Start circle jerking your lipstick brains!
Okay. Oh, we're actually gonna do it. Nice.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not
Oh,
have
Jesus
been
Christ,
done
I forgot
any other
buttons.
time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Is she good?
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Is Mew good?
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit!
There's no down! When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted? That's wrong!
That's wrong, buddy. You're wrong.
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before
the cage was lifted.
If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
She took the circle jerk thing a little too seriously. She's
But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Jesus Christ.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Great, sis. That's fantastic. What are my markers on the scoreboard?
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
Well,
But
you're
the weapon
wrong.
was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade you need. If you stick a blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo!
Well, I already screwed up there.
The blade's all you need! If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's
the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button.
In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than
Press the
Kyo.
wrong button. I'm a failure. The other.
The blade's all you need.
The other one.
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Got it.
I'll cut through your words.
Got it.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone.
Look, I'm used to being limited,
was about 3 feet
like in the
tall.
second game.
The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm still held up on Shuichi. Look, look. I'm bringing 3 new cosplays to the table for this franchise. All right.
Everyone already knows you're an
Unfortunately,
embarrassment to the human
none
race.
of them are Shuichi, and I don't have a black wig.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm very sorry about that.
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh? What?
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
You don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
All right.
Don't say stupid stuff like that.
Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible
Jesus Christ, did y'all forget that the floorboard was moved?
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that!
Wait! I know! What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I agree with
noticed.
Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The they she's referring to. What? I mean, I'm gonna select Himiko because she's the only one I'm sus of right now. No, I don't mean Himiko. Not Himiko. It's not Himiko. Got it. What's the question? Oh, it's not that X. Oh, it's not that button. Oh God, what button is it? It's not that button. It's not okay. Well, help? Yes, I need help. I have 35 seconds. I don't. They, not Himiko. Well, yeah, but that's not possible. He couldn't have. Oh yeah, it could have been Tenko. And Tenko just somehow managed to toss the blade up under the... No.
Are you saying Tenko was the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage and then stabbed herself during
She
the
said
seance.
she'd be in shock.
It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
Maki, you literally just said she would have been
she
in
was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
No. It does explain why this thing wasn't fixed, though.
You actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Christ. God, I don't know. Hey, Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us down?
This is some throwback right here.
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
Oh my god, unless she did it for Himiko. She knew that Himiko killed Atua, or not Atua, Jesus Christ.
Told me.
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Not doing her voice right, mostly because she basically screams and I don't want to scream right now.
A lie?
I know, Himiko.
We should believe Tenko's last words.
Himiko, what if...
The true terror of class
What if
trials is
you
that you
did
shouldn't
kill
believe
her?
everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
She's not a...
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly?
That was the
in this kind of
past, okay?
situation?
And it was for money.
Jeez,
How she
such
was
a naive dude.
trained. Goodness gracious.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets.
He's right. He has a point.
What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Ooh.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
The way they just had him keep a straight face.
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. but I want to believe in her.
Sis, you're gonna need to speak up.
She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta, no one can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason.
Alright, I'll give you a reason.
Guy, give reason.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tinka would kill herself because of what she said. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance. She said, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that, and if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe. Okay.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces
okay, I see.
fit.
I see. Shuichi and I were thinking the same thing.
So far, suicide...
I'm missing all of these. Oof. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh god, we weren't thinking the same thing.
Oh no!
We weren't thinking the same thing. I lied.
So far, suicide seems to be the best.
Jesus Christ, I almost should look over these. I don't remember the other one.
Explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Oh, right. That's why I asked for her help. Makes
so she
sense.
hid her true intentions.
Yep, got it.
It's
been a long day. That's all. It's fine.
Explain how she died during the
It's
seance.
fine, guys. I think I got it.
She could have secretly brought the sickle. And then stabbed herself with it!
It's a lie. I just gotta make sure I'm getting the right
with
line.
the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor.
I'll reveal the truth!
Jesus Christ, it's making me nervous how much we're lying here.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor. Because she died instantly.
Instantly?
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail.
Nice.
Tenko died instantly.
Nice.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that
It's
Tenko
staring at
was
me.
killed immediately.
Oh.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
You're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh, I forgot. Thank you, Maki. Thank you so much.
How could you forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
No, don't apologize to me.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Oh my god.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
Well, there was a
If you know
thud.
something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there's something. I need some kind of clue that would help me solve this mystery. We're doing a... Okay, alright, yeah, right.
Did
Easy
anything seem
enough.
out of the ordinary during the seance?
Easy enough.
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
I missed!
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Gosh. Right, yep.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all I heard something fall.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got.
Goodness gracious. Kibo can't lie. That's convenient.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance? There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange. While we were all singing the song, I heard something.
Jesus Christ!
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there.
Yes, I do have trash aim. I know.
My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough. Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance? There is something that bothers me.
What should be wrong? I'm just gonna be wrong.
While we were all singing the song,
Jesus Christ. Just gonna aim for fall. Okay.
I agree.
Got it. Fall was the biggest word.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Right. Yes. Terrifying song. Scary song. Thud. Right. Bang. Terrifying song that we just kept singing anyways.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Look, yes, I'm bad at it.
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound. Like something hit the floorboards? Maybe that sound has something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. The murder? I don't actually know what it's asking for me.
This is it!
That's what it was asking for me. Nice.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Could the floorboard have made such a loud sound though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would have had to be a strong impact to make that sound, but what was it? What could it possibly be?
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Oh my goodness.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Ah, Jesus Christ, it's... I get it. I don't know how, but I get it. Nice. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have gotten that.
The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
What did they stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece in the floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside of the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Only one of the cross pieces was cut. The other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko, and the other one was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think, come on, think! Hangman's Gambit. Okay, alright, what button is it? No, it's not an A. It does not start with an A. Start with an S? It does start with an S. Still not an A. E? Secret bits. Well, there's no C. S. Yes, C. There's no C. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so there either. I really don't know what this is. That was a W, not an M. Seesaw. Jesus Christ. Seesaw what? Effect? Does that even fit? We've already determined there's no... Okay, alright. I haven't seen a single C here, but whatever. I think that was an E. Our C's now. Great. The secret would have fit. Goodness gracious, I cannot believe I survived through that. I don't use my brain.
Right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
The seesaw.
Seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off.
Would have made it
The other two crosspieces
Kyo or
holding up that
Kokichi.
board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
I would have screamed. If that was me in the cage, I would have
capable of lifting
screamed.
up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that, unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence. What? No. Yeah, no. That was clearly not it, but...
Oh no!
Oh god. Oh no. Not doing too hot here.
That's it!
But we saw the stuff that was on top of the
The
cage.
sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
And knocked the seesaw, the sickle through.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Homicide?
What the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The crazy craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
Well, no, the crosspiece had been cut in all the rooms.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
That doesn't mean it's her, though.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance, and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko,
We'll see
right?
around, Lamana.
Kill
Hopefully
Tenko?
it gets quickly.
Killed Tenko?
Himiko? What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. But does that really mean Himiko... But does that mean Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel. Oh, it's intermission. Nice, nice. Oh goodness. I guess I'll save. I guess. I gotta turn my alarms back on for tomorrow morning. That would be bad. Ooh, we'll turn all of them on. Yeah, seems legit. Oh goodness, I'm missing some cubs. Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess a Victim quiz. A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
It is okay. I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me. Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely.
That's the right answer, Monodam. What? He hasn't said anything. Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity. Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kinds of behind-the-scenes details.
All right.
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon, too. Monodam's like, bet. I can make that work. Yeah, I guess I'll save. It's not like it. I'm just gonna save over it in a hot second. Spooky, scary ghosts.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
Logic does not compute.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Oh.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh. It gets weird. With the mono cubs?
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died.
Oh.
Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this
Just
trial!
hers. Just her life.
Just shut up. I told you.
Oh.
I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
No, she's not.
Impossible! Himiko would never
Somebody
kill
needs to teach him
Tenko.
that he's saying the wrong word.
Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
You're still sus.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up. For the sake of everyone who died.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle room, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
She's a savage little
Trap
toad.
only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped.
Not even gonna
I agree.
screw with the other bit hitting the B spots. That's not gonna happen.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms,
Which
not just the
means
middle
it had to have been killed.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
you.
I feel that. That is surprising.
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Oh, keep her chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right?
Alright.
If you give up on living,
You'd be betraying your memory.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
What is Kyo?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That's it! That must be the reason.
This is it!
This is it. This is the one.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. The magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Wow.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit... There's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. Watch it tell me I'm wrong. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Kyo, was it you?
We're gonna ask him. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Oh my god, that's a
Why
long
do you
message.
suspect me?
That was a long message.
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick, but that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
Something just crashed.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, Then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
You had the entire thing
I will explain
memorized.
that in due time. Please answer my question first.
You literally had the whole thing memorized. You knew exactly. The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard, even in the darkness. And how? How did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't have to see it all. They used... the sixth sense. Sixth sense.
That's it!
They used the sixth...
The culprit used touch.
Sixth
They didn't see.
sense.
They felt.
Close enough.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
How we got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
Well, they felt this seance.
So
Salt.
they probably used something
Salt.
besides the wall to move them, right?
Were there any other markers within reach?
The salt.
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
There was a salt. No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene. I know it. Oh, not it. Magic circuits. RCLE. Ooh. That is an I. Haha. I don't know where C is. There's an L right there.
I see now!
Nice.
That's it! The magic circle! They used the magic circle! Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
I don't know. A circle?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of
they,
the room.
They pulled.
Yes?
He pulled out the corners.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it. Yes?
You're
No,
talking about the magic circle in the document.
that's not the one that was on the floor.
That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
Then draw it.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Oh, wait. Kibo. I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Kibo has perfect memory. Drawing the circle with salt, all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
There's our boy Kibo.
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it! With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Image recording?
It wasn't installed for that
Specifically,
purpose.
this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
From your mouth?
What?
I also used magic like that before.
Jesus Christ.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Oh, it's kind of in your mouth, buddy.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. So, this is a magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything? The line. Other button.
There!
The lines.
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kiyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it?
We're gonna keep
The
asking him.
magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find a floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
Yes.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Not with that intent in mind.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Your what? Why?
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality. Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Food.
Yo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kiyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Jesus Christ. Right.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object.
I
To be
think
honest,
she
it's
might use it
unimportant,
as
but it may be an amusing diversion.
for something else, but yeah, we'll say her turds.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
No, I don't do this for you, buddy, but okay.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carry the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the spot.
I pressed the wrong button
Simply
anyways.
put, I am not the killer. The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words!
Yeah, no. I really don't
The
think
only
that's what it's
person who
for.
could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
What?
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
Yeah, it is.
Monokuma's extra rule, right?
She is using them. That's for sure. Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
No, no!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Culprits, one of you! Wowee! This argument is getting
Jesus Christ.
The Ultimate Academy is proud to...
Right, we got the trial grounds.
Hey, I've been waiting for
Oh
that!
my god.
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Wait, so I'm taking Kyo's side? Still think it could have been Tsumugi. And she was all like, we can work together. And yeah. I don't know.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Kyo! Anyone
isn't
could
right.
have entered my lab.
This isn't right. I'm doing this wrong. Okay. We're gonna wait.
Lab.
Right, and
So
this
Kyo
would have
did
been
kill
lab.
Tenko, but he not blackened?
Blackened.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Rule.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
Okay.
Kyo killed Tenko and
I don't really know what hers is.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
The katana was found.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Okay, alright.
Kyo killed Tenko and Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab.
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
Got it.
The katana was found.
Kyo! Anyone
As long as
could
I
have
can move
entered
quickly,
my
I
lab.
got it. I got it now.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use
Kyo! Not possible. That rule
No,
was added
as long
after
as I don't
both
screw up
murders.
on the next part, we're
I got
fine.
this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Jesus Christ. Ah. Why up? Why is up? That's just a guessing game on which buttons are which, honestly. So you know, it's fine.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes, the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. Where is it? This piece? No. This piece.
This is it!
Jesus Christ, I'm low on health.
The bloodstain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's plot?
that bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
The bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because it happened before the seance. The air was dry. It was there before. A lot of these seem to say the same thing. Jesus Christ. They all said the same thing to me. What am I supposed to do? Okay, look. I knew it was the other one. And I'm just kind of dumb. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
And there,
Miss.
well, but we,
Dry blood under the floor.
This is it! The blood... It was...
Yep, there was blood. Blood under the floor. It was dried.
Well, that's...
That's it!
Literally what I was gonna pick, but no.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
They meant the same thing to me. That should make it clear whose blood it was. It's Angie's blood.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in the research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprits didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too, but I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed? Is Kokichi's statement true, or... Well, heck if I know, bud.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead!
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There
For the
shouldn't have been
candle.
anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a...
Wrong button.
I agree!
He looks so happy when he agrees. It's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Bye, Sprout.
Angie went to that room to get a
Bye.
candle.
I sure hope it's almost over.
Her kinky wax play!
No. Angie was gonna use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And
She has
that's
pointy
when the
ears.
culprit attacked her!
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Why wouldn't you
Which
go into the room
means
closest to
Angie
her?
was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be Atua's will. Or maybe our magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
I think she was knocked out
Then
in the
how
empty
do you explain
room.
the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
Tape.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. I don't... The part where it says that she was attacked twice?
This is
it! Okay. Alright.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear.
So it was
What
him.
is all clear? What are you? All clear? What are you all? You what? What are? I will not fear. I will not back down.
Aww.
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Sir, you got mommy issues? I mean, mood. Ugh, Jesus Christ, another one?
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our mind with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
I'll cut through your words.
Nice.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
Must have been Atua who did that for us.
Jesus Christ.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Right, so it's still him, right?
It has to be you!
Nice.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
the murder that was an accident. Okay, yeah, no, that's
I was
what I was
wrong.
thinking. They just didn't make sure, you know, that's the testing. I don't understand why.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
No.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
He figured,
But
oh,
while
what the
he
hell,
was
I've already
making
got it.
preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then, he should have just stopped there. Tenko killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So why is everyone looking at me like I am?
You know, he lasted longer than I expected.
Why are they? Why is it?
Calm yourself, Korekio.
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one.
You don't have to acknowledge them.
You see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie.
You don't have to acknowledge it.
No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
Well said. Good job, Korekio.
Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence? There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Whoa.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Why must you force your delusions on us? That's merely a delusion. Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's
Jesus
merely
Christ.
a delusion. Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions
I got the
on
buttons
us?
mixed up.
Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Christ.
Apologize. Apologize.
I got the button fixed up.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
I can't believe I got those.
You have no
Oh.
proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Floorboard. No. I got it backwards. I got it
I
backwards.
told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry
My keyboard is not working.
Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me.
What the hell?
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer. It ends here.
Jesus Christ, it could have gone either way. Huh?
Keo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
Because it has blood on
There
it.
was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie. I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
That's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Shuichi, please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
Alright,
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Keo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? What do we have here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Task made with salt, remove golden small stone Himiko brought, duct tape, pickle place to kill, removed, floorboard. Hit the sliding button. Wait, shoot. Oh, God, I don't remember how to do this. There we go. What kind of weapon? Oh, you know, it's crazy that you asked. Removed floorboard. What else we got? I was compressing the injury. Would have been duct tape. Nice, okay. What weapon killed Angie? The katana. I don't have the katana yet. Okay, right. Handle the spinning katana. Hit the sliding lock. God, they're spinning. What else we got? Angie's body was found. Who unlocked the door? Kokichi. I don't think we have that. Did not. That. The culprit set up on the iron cage. Okay. Oh, hi, hello. Thank you so much for following, Alexandra Hell. I appreciate it. Besides Kokichi, who's me, the culprit are able to move around. The path made with salt. The culprit approach the cage. What else do we have? What do we have left? Remove the gold leaf katana. Right. Wait a second. Oh, nice. Okay, alright. Stomp hard on floorboard, Kokichi's blockpicking, footsteps contaminating scene, Shuichi extinguishes flame, cut cross piece, and stab Kaide's FG. Culprit, who is a culprit? With the saw in the empty room. Wait, what? Okay. I suppose. Who's FG stabbed? Kaide's. No, wrong way. Who unlocked the door? Kokichi. Ah, magic. Oh my goodness. I did that. I need that. Culprit approached the cage. Stomped on the floor. And last, but certainly not least, we got the footsteps contaminating the scene.
This is the truth of the case.
Fantastic.
Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all three. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all three rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan, but now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the...
I almost feel bad for her. Like, I did not like her, but I do kind of feel bad for her.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise.
The C's look like G's.
They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding.
Act 2.
Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought.
Yeah,
from
slash
their own
isn't
lab.
exactly the right. I mean, because it wasn't slashed, it was stabbed.
They then stabbed Angie in the back of the
See,
neck.
this it doesn't
finally
line up with the
killing
Monokuma file. The Monokuma file says she was stabbed in her chest.
Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this: to overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
Nice, alright.
After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door.
Me! You're back! Welcome back, V. Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute. It's okay, I understand being busy. I understand.
Once
I
released,
know.
the effigy
That's
began
crazy.
spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the
I mean, I'm not
sliding
gonna say you
lock,
should have just
locking
stopped
the
with
door.
Angie, but...
A difficult trick. But
Yeah,
remember,
should've just stopped
the
with
lock
Angie.
was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point,
He
it
just
was too
carried
late.
duct tape?
The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Dang, that's so rough. Oh my god.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body.
Bang. God, that makes him look so
But the
powerful,
culprit
but really,
wasn't
he's
finished.
not. He's just
They
soft.
wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Could you imagine if Shuichi had been like, I'll be the spiritual medium?
Of the 3 empty
It
rooms,
did say it had to be a
the middle
female,
one was
but...
chosen for the seance.
It
I was
does,
invited
it
by
is kind of
Kokichi to
reflective
take Hiro's
of,
place in the seance.
like, serial murder tendencies. The fact that they
Tenko
consistently
volunteered to be the medium,
murder female
but she never imagined
females.
it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko, in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko.
Yeah. I mean, very convenient. I think they could have knocked down the other door,
While
the
they were
back door.
covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage.
God. What are all those on the ceiling?
The culprit used the
Are
weight
those
of the
talismans?
statue to keep the
There's
murder
no way.
weapon in place.
Act 5.
After the preparations were complete, we began the seance.
The song was terrifying.
We each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium, but our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness.
Dun dun dun.
Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
We had a guide. He was being guided.
They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt.
Nice.
The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before.
Could you imagine he slammed down on the
lifted up their foot
other,
and
like on the wrong one? What would it be like then? If he had slammed down on the wrong
floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage.
Kind of impressed that she didn't
stabbed in the back
stay
of the neck by the
attached
sickle
to
on the
it.
top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles.
He just sat there and called
We
out.
followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance.
You just dropped in to say hi. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we're doing scary stream because everyone put forth channel points towards that, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I am going to put a poll as soon as I can figure out how to make it work. For some reason, it's not working in the channel quite right.
We were all focused on the body. The
Click,
culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
So if you want to do a scary stream, it's scary.
Ironically,
I'm sorry.
The final step of the
It's
murder
been a long
was
day. I don't
unwittingly
know
carried
what
out by
words
us.
are right now.
The culprit had planned the murder.
I'm glad you stopped by. I really appreciate it. We missed you. Monsters kept asking, "Where's V? Where's
That
V?" And I was like,
was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
I don't know. So it's nice that you're here. Ugh.
However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that,
Cookie T
we
looks so
wouldn't know what
lost. He's like,
changes were
"Oh,
made to the
wait."
circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekyo Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Complete. Nice, nice, nice.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Korekyo. There were times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you...
Unfortunately. Yes.
Unfortunately?
Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
What?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
What?
Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
I'm glad you're getting it worked
What
out.
are you talking about?
Sorry that stuff's going
do
on.
not
But
understand
I'm glad
a
you're
word
getting
of
it
this.
worked out.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be
Root for
done with
you.
this already.
You can do it. As I say in Korean, hasita.
Voting
Fighting.
time!
You can do it. Basically.
racing excitement
Yeah.
The heart-racing excitement!
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
It's voting time!
So now somebody voted for me last time. That was offensive. Very offensive. And I'll tell Monster. I let them know. I don't like the announcement.
It seems the voting has finished.
Let's see
The result.
Hey, I wasn't voted for this time. Still can't believe I was voted for last time. That was very offensive.
Chosen as the blackened.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Nice. Did it. Did it. We did it. Hooray! Oof. One debate was kind of rough. Ugh. Dang. God. Seriously? You're correct again! Amazing! This is the third verdict in a row! Correct verdict. If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
No. Not yet. I haven't heard his answers yet. Kill why? Why did you kill Tenko and Angie? Right. Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive? Hey! Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito? Shut up! Shut up! I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it? Because we were friends. I'll tell you, I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So, it has nothing to do with the motive? Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear, someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart.
What?
Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate. None can come between us.
They look the same.
We are bound by an intense love.
The same.
No matter what anyone says.
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you. Some of us aren't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape?
Don't tell me.
Then that's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did to escape this place, my answer would be
wonderful.
No. Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Wait!
Don't look at me! I'm not his lover.
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway. Jesus Christ. What? What the what? Yo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey.
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy. I mean inside me.
Sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister. Sister?
Wait!
Don't look at me! I'm not his sister.
Right?
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter?
It's not that difficult. My sister is my lover. And she's inside you? Like an absorbed twin kind of thing?
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love.
Let's say no physical connection.
Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
Why did y'all leave me here?
For my beloved sister.
That is why. For my beloved sister, I had to.
Always messing around.
You had to escape from here, right?
No.
No. I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a kid. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister.
Huh?
Deceased?
Do you understand?
My sister is a ghost. So her friend should be a ghost too, right?
For my beloved
For
sister.
sister's sake, I've killed many. To send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
What? Serial
Incomprehensible.
murder. This is too impossible to understand. Too
Sister.
impossible. Sister is very happy. Yes, Korikyo. I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell?
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances, and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
That's wonderful, Korikyo. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
He said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just two you killed here.
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because?
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends.
Huh?
Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who should be the medium, before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Mew, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends. That's so mean. All worthy?
Why you?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then the second victim could have been me? Tenko died in place of me? Then I'll do it.
I can't think of anyone who should go, anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in. No, I'll do it.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Huh? Infiltrate? Really? But how did you... It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes, she stood up against the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well.
Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too. Eventually.
No way!
What? You did all that for... Wow. You did all that just to kill, for you to go that far. That's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
Let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that.
For my beloved
I wanted to kill
sister.
for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay? You look kind of pale. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I'd have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame just to waste this seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. Yeah? Jin?
No, just because I could. I was sending another friend for sister. Korekio, you're such a thoughtful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy.
dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Kurikyo's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
You got it, Jin? You got a mouse? You got a little mouse? Are you hungry? Hey, just a second, Jen. I gotta finish. Lemon! Welcome back.
That's right! Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
But how?
That's wrong! That's so wrong! Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I'm always by Kurikyo's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you.
Cut it out already.
What was
I
that?
don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing makes sense. Yeah, I'm not exactly shocked. I am kind of surprised at the fact that there's 2 of them. I mean, two people in one, but I'm not surprised. In fact, I said when it happened that I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did. Because I was expecting him to kill someone or be killed pretty early on. Right? That's what I said. Oh, did he absorb his twin? But no, that's not the case. It's not fair! Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well,
Because death is unfair.
yeah. And another thing.
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching this, they'd get a kick out of it. If people were watching this?
Shut up!
Knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah. If I was in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister.
I shall go and see her now, my beloved sister.
sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Korekio.
It is all right, sweet Korekio. Come to me.
Oh,
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
it's punishment time!
Punishment time.
Punishment time?
Sister.
My beloved sister. At long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes, from now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
Wait, I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can't be accepted.
from an anthropological point of view,
Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How can you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes.
What was that?
What?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
I'm prepared to
Very special punishment.
For the ultimate anthropologist, Korekio Shinguji.
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't just be me and Korekiyo. All those who died will be watching. I'll be watching to see how you face the death of your friends. Buddy, I don't think we're too messed up about your death. I'll be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
Yeah, about time. Alright, Monotaro, you gonna join the ranks of your dead siblings?
Get it? Nice back crack.
The first one was a little unnecessary. Well, that was unexpected. You didn't even get to do the afterlife. What? It's not on auto anymore.
No! Monodam, why?
How can this
What
be?
the? To think, my cute child would commit suicide. Oh, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. Well, Monodam committed suicide? And I know this would happen. I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him. That's right. Yeah, the other monocubs drove him to suicide, but not me. Hey, who's Monodam? Huh? You already forgot? That's kinda scary.
Well now.
Well, looks like another class trial has wrapped up without incident, so... I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster.
Shut up! How long are you gonna keep talking about that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right?
Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. And then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Well, I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's just been the two of us this whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing
Man,
around.
this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead. The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up! Leave me alone!
But there's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? face it together. Yeah, they said, die.
Gonta do his best.
Then Gonta do his best to keep everyone safe. Gonta want to protect everyone.
But your talent is entomology.
I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay,
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
that's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone else. Maki. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is a killer shows?
Got a minute?
Don't understand why. Shoot. I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll?
Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship.
But I would have preferred it to happen sooner. Especially not after losing 7 people. You're right. Only 9 people left now. Well, what do you know? The dumbass can't do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away. Only 9 remain.
Actually, by that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But
Just 9 of us.
well,
Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. That's totally what the whole heartless robot is thinking, right? Right? No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
But you know...
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
okay.
Kaito,
Well, of course.
you're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey,
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
how exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way!
I have never heard of such an intense form of apology. It seems like everything is settled. For now. Even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
Hey,
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
okay.
I remember how I felt. Oh, Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko's such a liar.
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. I mean, let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will in the world if the world was just... Jesus Christ. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised just with the truth. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know?
Right? What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a bit.
Nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because...
Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
Hey, what are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko.
Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you.
Himiko.
Damn it.
Damn it. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love, tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward.
Nice. That's precious. Love that.
After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However...
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
He weighs like 2 pounds.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah,
Aww.
but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that
It
focus if you
is.
want to feel her little mosquito.
It is
bites
very
poking
wholesome.
ya.
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
Ew, that was mean.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito had stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me, go on ahead.
Huh?
Are you sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You were worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But...
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were enemies. It seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. But, you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. But, like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure. Got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Kaito, we're gonna see you tomorrow, right? After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. Cough? What? Does Kaito have tuberculosis?
I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet. Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
That's a pretty good motive, but...
Graveyard slut. Yeah, we're gonna save here, and this is where we're gonna stop for the night. As soon as we're done with the saving and everything. Oh. Because we are done. Yeah, the ultimate astronaut who hasn't actually done any astronauting yet. Right. Very tempting to keep paying attention to what's going on, but we can't. We have to keep going. But yeah. So that was fun. That was a lot. That was nice. Real nice. Real nice. Oh my goodness, my ears kind of hurt. Tomorrow we're doing a spooky stream. If you aren't part of the Discord and you want to have a say in the spooky stream,
You should go join the Discord. There's a link down below. Oh look, we reached our goal. Nice. Neato. I'll have to update that. I think I'm gonna make the next one 100. I don't know what to make it by. Maybe by my birthday. Ooh, by like March. Nice. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was real nice, guys. Nice murder, nice. I'm so glad we got rid of him. He was my least favorite. Like, he was kind of growing on me, but he was my least favorite. I mean, him and Angie were my least favorite. So, like, I'm glad they're gone. I'm not too upset with the outcome of all this, but you know. Anyways, there's Jen. Jen says goodnight. I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm tired and I haven't been able to sleep real well lately. It's been rough, y'all. It's been rough. But I will see you all tomorrow for our not Minecraft Monday, for our spooky time, scary game. Scary game. Good night.